one of the reasons we decided to go with YETI is in talking to everybody and reading the YETI reviews, apparently you can use just 2 ice cubes to keep 12 cases of beer cold for 3 days. Now that's the kind of thing that I like to have, not that I necessarily have 12 cases of beer, but hey, if we can do it on 2 ice cubes, so much the better. Now, for those of you that have tuned in before, have been on Discord, you will know that Pachy Mom is not always right, but she is never ever wrong. So when I saw the box, I'm a little reluctant. I'm thinking, I don't know if this is exactly what we were looking for the beach, but Pachy Mom has insisted that this is going to turn out just fine. So I guess at this point we will start the YETI unveiling.
We got a problem. Okay, so here we go. Oops. Here we go, everybody. I might have to.
I will give you the play-by-play. Now I'm holding the webcam so y'all can see as we're unpacking the YETI. We're opening up the box. I'm still kind of skeptical, but you know what I said. Pachy Mom is never wrong.
A box within a box.
Must be all that extra insulation factor to it.
Are you supposed to plug it in?
I don't think YETIs are supposed to have any cords, honey. Maybe you bought an electric YETI, which is even better.
Maybe it.
Although from the condo to the beach is going to be one long extension cord.
Maybe it plugs into the cigarette lighter.
Well, that could be. Keep going.
Here's the manual.
Oh, okay. Manuals are always good, although why you need a manual for a cooler? I'm thinking product, ice, done. More styrofoam.
This doesn't look like a cooler.
Well, maybe you ordered a cup instead of a cooler. We seem to have gotten the wrong thing.
Not only is it the wrong thing,
but it won't even come apart.
It won't even release from the package.
Now that's one strong package.
I think it's not a cooler. I don't think it's a cooler, honey. That does not look like a cooler to me.
Well, you told me
you were absolutely certain you ordered a YETI.
You're off.
You told me you were absolutely certain you ordered a YETI, and while the outside of the box says YETI, this looks like a microphone. Now, why would 2 different products have the same name? That just doesn't even make any sense.
Well, technically, it's more than just 2 products, because check this out. Pachy Dad got this in Chicago when he was on his conference. It's a Yeti cup. So we have Yeti monsters, as in Bigfoot. We have Yeti cups, and this is just one style of the Yeti cup. We have Yeti microphones, and I believe there is a Yeti bicycle. So how was I to know I wasn't buying the right Yeti? It said Yeti. It was right next to a Yeti cooler.
Well, the price should have been a little bit of
The price should have been a little bit of a clue. At the price you paid for it, it certainly wasn't in the same range as the coolers. It was a lot more expensive than the cups. So it looks like we're going to be using a Yeti microphone at the beach instead of a cooler, although I don't think it's going to hold my 12 cases of beer.
Well, but in my defense, as far as the cost, your Yeti cup was free.
Yep, that's true. But that doesn't mean that all of a sudden a $400 Yeti cooler is now down to $114.
Well, I am pretty good at finding good deals. You'll have to admit that.
Yeah, but on this one, I don't know if you found such a great deal or not, because I didn't see any place we can open that up and put in our beverages.
On the upside, now we've got a really spiffy, cool new Yeti microphone for our live streams. It's almost as though I planned this, but I wouldn't do that.
It's almost larger than the laptop.
Well, that's true, and it is a little heavy too. I mean, for those of you watching, if anybody decides to get one of these Yetis, I mean, it's pretty substantial for a microphone. We're not talking a cheapo thing here. You can adjust it on either side. Plugs in USB. Has controls on the front as well as on the back, and you can buy different accessories for it, like filters and that sort of thing. So if you've been contemplating perhaps getting a Yeti microphone, at least now you've seen a inadvertent unboxing of one. Here are the cords that go along with it. One, I'm sure, plugs into, well, no, it can't plug into a wall. That's weird because I didn't see a power cord. USB power. Okay, so just you plug it into your computer, and apparently the computer powers it. So no batteries. That's cool. I mean, y'all know how expensive those batteries can be. As I said, I paid $114 for this, which really, I mean, yeah, that seems kind of expensive for a microphone, but in the broad scheme of things, with the way prices are today, and this really, I mean, we haven't tried it yet to check out the sound or anything, but judging by its weight and the stand that it's on, it's a pretty substantial microphone. So I think what we'll do is we'll give it a try. We'll see if we like it. If we do, we'll keep it around. It'll be the new Pachy Yeti microphone. And I'll just have to go back to the drawing board for that Yeti cooler. Maybe it'd be a safer bet for me to just go to the True Value Hardware and buy one there.
Well, maybe Packy will be broadcasting from the beach, but she will be thirsty because we won't have our Yeti cooler. I wonder if Coleman makes microphones.
You crack me up, Pachy Dad. I don't know. Maybe they do. Uh, it's hard telling, you know. I mean, it is kind of confusing, and you know, we've been just funning y'all. Of course, I deliberately did order a Yeti microphone. Um, Actually, I didn't even order it. I bought it at Walmart. But we just wanted to be fun with this stream. But it is rather confusing because I had been looking at Yeti microphones for quite some time online, and there are a number of different ones. They range in price from about $50 on up to right around $300, depending on what accessories you uh, want it to come with. And so, oops, let me get this adjusted here. There we go. Depending on the accessories you want it to come with. Um, This one didn't come with any of the extra accessories. It didn't come with the, wow, that looks really, really weird, doesn't it? With the camera like that. It looks like the Yeti microphone is like 5 stories tall. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, it's really not quite that big. Um, it's just the angle of the microphone because Packy Dad's got a cold and he had to step out of the room for a minute. But as I said, I paid about $114 for it, $115 for it. And so we're going to give it a try and see how well it works. You can buy the accessories online. They're not terribly expensive. The reason we decided to go with this is that I have a set of Beats headphones that I bought probably 5 years ago before all of the headphone things went to uh, like more of a USB port type thing. And so the Beats headphones have just that standard headphone jack connector to it. And in order for me to buy a new set of Beats, they wanted like $230 for a new headset. And we've got this headset. I mean, I might have used it 10 times, if that, over the years. And I thought, you know, I just don't want to spend another $225 for a headset just because the connector is different. So I said, well, let's go ahead and buy the Yeti microphone because we know the headset works with the Alien computer for the live stream. And then we'll just have the separate microphone and headset. So that's really why we bought it. I mean, it wasn't that our sound was so terrible or anything like that, but that's why we bought it. And we had Chuck and I had been joking back and forth about the Yeti coolers for several weeks because of the price of them. I personally cannot, for the life of me, figure out why anyone would pay $300 for a cooler. I come from an era when I was a kid, my parents bought a styrofoam ice chest that we used to take on vacation, and about a quarter of the way through the vacation, it would split aside because we'd put too much ice in it, and we'd have to go to the local grocery store or whatever while we were camping or on a trip or whatever and buy a new one. But they only cost like 75 cents back then. You know, now they're $2 or $3, but so to me, just the concept of spending that much money on a cooler, I don't care how long it supposedly keeps your beer cold, is just crazy because, you know, look at it. At $1 a bag, wouldn't it just be cheaper to keep buying ice for it?
Well, see, and from Packy Dad's side, he's like, okay, We're already broadcasting, and to spend $114 for a microphone when we're already able to broadcast is absolutely crazy. But that's what Packy Mom wants, so that's what Packy Mom gets.
That's not fair. No, because the headset we're currently using to live stream with has a problem hooking up to my iMac. It will hook up eventually, but I have to restart the iMac 3 or 4 times before it recognizes this headset. So trying to switch it from computer to computer just is frustrating and creates a problem. So I either needed to buy another headset or use this as a solution. So it wasn't so much that I stomped my feet and said, "But I want," even though I did, but no, we actually needed another headset, and rather than spend twice as much on a new headset, we just spent half as much on a Yeti microphone. So I'm glad you all could join us tonight. I'm looking at some of the comments. Jazzy, yes, Yeti is the brand of the microphone. So, and yes, this is a joke. We were messing around. The Yeti cup that I showed on the stream, Pachy Dad got at his leadership conference that he went to last week when he was in Chicago. And it was like one of those conference treats that you get just for showing up or something. So that's why I said that the Yeti cup was free. It actually wasn't free. It cost the corporation some dollars. But yes, normally in the store, the cup isn't quite as big as those that they have in the store. It's probably, I would say maybe a 24-ounce cup. But it's still a Yeti cup. It has Yeti on the side of it. And so now we have two Yetis, although I don't think they both come from the same company. And that was one of the questions that Pachy Dad asked me was, is the Yeti cooler and the Yeti cup made by the same manufacturer as the Yeti microphone? I don't think it is, but I haven't had a chance to really look into that. So, anybody else have any questions or comments about how stupid this whole live stream was? Because it was meant to be stupid. We just wanted to fool around and have some fun. So I'm sure later in the week I'll get some comments from some people that go, "My God, are you ever stupid?" But that's okay. You know, we like to practice self-deprecation every now and then. Well, okay. I don't want to take up any more of you guys' time because we were late getting started. And I'm really glad that you guys joined us. I hope you had fun. I hope you snickered or smiled at least a little bit. And Packy Dad will be doing his show on Tuesday night or Thursday night. And I believe Pyro will be doing her show on Wednesday night. So you will get the notification. We will schedule them. And I don't know what their topics are going to be because both of them are kind of fly by the seat of their pants kind of people, which is okay because we roll with the punches around here. So you all have a good night. I hope you had a great weekend. And we'll be talking to you later on in the week. This is Packy Mom. And for Word from the Herd, we're out of here.